Right here.
Live from Huntertown, Indiana, it's Soarin Hawk on the air, and here we are at the 1st of July. So we want to welcome you to a new segment, and we're going to talk about how we take care of our birds and how we entertain them. So come on over here, Jeff. Jeff, come on. Well, okay, recalcitrant children. So anyway, so how do we entertain them? Well, people like Ellen. She's so shy. So,
Yeah, really.
so Ellen here makes toys for the birds. So what kind of toy do we have here?
This is called an egg carton, and so I have different things in here that hopefully Jefferson will want to play with. I have like a little ball made out of a toilet paper roll. I have stuffed rolls. That's okay. It's windy, and that's okay. We can get it fixed up later. I had an origami kit at home, and so I made an airplane and a little grasshopper. So you have to tuck them in really. Don't pull that one out.
That's Jeff's job.
That's Jeff's job. So I'm going to go in there and see if he even looks at it. Jefferson has not played with things too well yet. We say he has a little artistic flair. He likes to go over to them and poop on himself.
Oh, okay.
That's what he does.
He whitewashes them, huh?
I just wanted to say one thing about our enrichment program. We started the enrichment program probably in late January. We used to put enrichment in the pens, but it wasn't really an organized thing. It was like one bird would get something sometime, and then one would get another one at some time. And some of us decided that we wanted to start an enrichment program at Soarin Hawk. So we have about 14 volunteers who each have their own enrichment bird. Like Ellen has Jeff. The people who do the enrichment for their bird are not necessarily their handlers. They might not handle that bird, they might handle that bird, but it gives them an opportunity to kind of observe a bird week after week, spend a little time with them. We usually spend about 10 minutes with our enrichment birds, and it goes by bird pen. So our screech owls, we have 4 screech owls in there, so one person does those 4 birds. We go in and we create something each week. We basically all put in the same thing every week. We decide what we're going to put. The items that we put promote natural behavior, like foraging or ripping and shredding. The ripping and shredding is very important for birds, especially if they're young, learning how to tear apart their food. Foraging, digging in and finding food possibly. We haven't been putting food in our enrichment items yet, but it's something maybe down the road we might possibly do. Right now we're just getting used to having the birds get used to having something else put in their pen. And one thing that we should realize, and I tell everybody on our enrichment team, just because a bird doesn't interact with it physically doesn't mean that it's not doing something for them. Their choice not to interact with an item is also a form of enrichment. They're deciding, I'm not going to do anything with this, I'm going to ignore it. But they might look at it, they might poop on it, that's a comment on its own. Like Ellen said, Jeff has not really done too much with his items. I think there was one ear of a corn once that Emily and I put in, and he got a kick out of that. But otherwise, he doesn't always necessarily do something with it. Now Ellen is in there with a piece of paper.
Yeah,
And,
you can see from here, but I'll show it later.
Yeah, she'll show it in a
This
bit.
is our check sheet.
Yeah, so the enrichment team also does a visual health check on our birds, which I think is really important. And if there's something wrong, they'll let me know, and then I will let our vet tech or our gal who's in charge of animal husbandry know that something's up with the birds. So it's great. I think it's a great program because each week these birds are being seen by the same person, and this person is studying that bird and gets to know that bird. I asked the team if they wanted to switch birds about a month ago, and everybody pretty much said, no, I want to stick with my bird. So I think that was pretty neat.
Well, with this warm weather, you guys gonna make them some bicycles or anything?
We could. Yeah, we could.
That would be a really good thing.
Yeah. maybe we'll try that next week. They could, freeze a mouse in something, and they could peck at it to eat it.
Yeah.
And in Jeff's case, weren't we talking about putting some live fish in his pool that we could do for enrichment?
Yeah.
Of course, that's not really a big pool, but if you had, 2 or 3 or 4 bluegill flopping around in there, he'd probably get a kick out of that.
Well,
Yeah,
he did
we've
that.
done that in the past,
Yeah.
and that it's something he does like. And the
Yeah.
other thing sometimes is when Louie will butcher a deer, we'll put the carcass in here and some of the other pens for the big birds, and they really like that.
Come on. You want to come over and see the people?
He's just being good
Yes, he's
today.
being Jeff. Okay. So, who else do we have here that's going to make something for somebody?
Well, we have something for Orion.
Yep, it's this. It kind of looks like a snake, so hopefully he'll try to tear it up.
And that's another thing that's great to promote that shredding behavior with the birds. It's great for, especially our great horned Athena, and for the young Eastern Eurasian eagle owl to have toys like this, because they're not used to shredding things apart yet. So a toy like this, an item like this, I shouldn't call it is something that will help them learn how to do that. So we'll give this to Orion.
Are we locked out? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not telling anybody the secret code.
I'll meet you around the other side.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And then we'll put a new flag in.
This is Orion. He is our flighted red-tailed hawk.
Yeah, Ryan hasn't had anything in here to tear apart for a while. So,
I think if you try it on the ground, Sue said that, yeah, she'll go after it. Orion is usually goes after her enrichment pretty quickly. She's like our beginning poster child for enrichment. She's got something new, and she'd be like, oh.
she's watching it. It's not moving yet.
Emily, if you want to leave, and then she might go after it.
Swift tie a little string to it.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that would have been fun. I'm not sure that this enrichment is just good for the birds. I think it's also good for their handlers.
Well, it is.
Have fun with the
It
kids,
is.
it's kind of like,
Trust me, it is.
I never considered myself a crafty person, but I enjoy making some stuff.
Trying to come up with stuff that looks like
Yeah.
prey that, go on, you gotta go get it. Okay. Getting interested now. She says, okay, what's going on here? So, now it's, I got it. Yeah, there we go.
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Oh boy, a
Yeah.
snake.
So it's nice. It gives them something a little extra to do in their pens. And like I said, some birds will interact a little more than some others.
So Orion's what, 3 years old, right?
I think yeah.
Yeah, 3 years old. And so if your 3-year-old isn't doing this yet, you should be working on them.
Oh,
Yeah, like kill it. Okay.
Oh, Bob or Gigi, let's talk. Somebody wanted to know about the swings.
The swing, okay. Well, the swing that we've put up emulate actual branches and trees. It actually moves, has some, so it moves back and forth, so it'd just be like out in the wild where they would have something that's more dynamic than just a perch that we have set up in these cages. So they enjoy getting up on the swing, swinging back and forth, and marching out the sides here. See what's going on. What do you think about that? You caught it. Now what are you going to do with it? Yeah, you got to bury some mice inside there, so they really tear it up. Oh,
Yeah, she would definitely go after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can imagine this is how they go get snakes. Okay. So this should be a,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
a good training experience. Oh boy, oh boy. So, Orion here is one of our education birds, of course, and this is one that we allow to fly in some of our programs. So he flies back and forth. He's non-releasable because he has lost the use of one eye, but he's a pretty good bird. But sometimes, like most kids, sometimes a little get that thing.
Mind of their own.
Mind of their own. So okay. So you people, if you got a 3-year-old, they should be grabbing snakes and, and playing with them.
Let's.
Okay.
I'm gonna go show people on the swing. Here's Cheyenne sitting on the swing.
Okay.
So there they go. Her and Orion really love the swings. Who are you going into now, Gigi?
I'll go into Cheyenne's.
Okay.
She's there. She's on her swing. I'm not sure if she's going to go after hers, but we'll see.
So we try to put different things in. We find that some things work with some birds, but like you saw there with Orion, we went for a snake. So that's great. And so we have some of these things look like I'm not sure what that's supposed to be.
This is what we've like digging for things and tearing apart and ripping and shredding. What do you have here? There's something for you.
It makes noise.
Yeah, some birds love that crinkly sound noise. They're very curious about it. It looks like she had an egg carton toy in here that she kind of took everything out and put everything all over the place. So we'll see what if she does anything with this. But she looks pretty content up on her swing right now, so I'm not too sure if she'll go down after it. Right, Cheyenne?
Yeah. Now that growling sound you hear, that's her normal voice. That's so there are a few little squeaks and stuff that they do, but that up close they do that hissing, roaring type sound.
Yes, Kara Allen, this is our new facility where we're at.
Okay, another recalcitrant child. So let's come around here. Emily has made something for Ginger. Already has some toys here that she hasn't torn apart yet.
Ginger. Emily's been doing enrichment with Ginger from the start, and Emily will tell you about her challenges.
As you can tell by her old toys, she loves feathers. So I try to incorporate different types of feathers, and this one it's kind of an egg carton like combination, so she can shred the cardboard in here, as well as kind of pick out the feathers. And another thing is I always attach it to the side of her wall with zip ties because she's hardly ever on the ground. So up here it's much easier for her to get.
Need a little hand with that?
She's looking at it.
Okay, put the other side here. See, this also improves the creative abilities of our staff.
Well, like Ellen said, she never thought of herself as a creative person, and here she is. A couple of weeks ago, she made an animal out of boxes and toilet paper rolls for Jeff. So, I think you're surprising yourself.
Yes.
So I think you're sliding up.